Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and you know what time it is. The sexiest fall essentials for men in 2023 video time. I love making these type of videos. I went to fashion school, so this is my bread and butter. And if you've been around for any of my style videos, you know I'm a gal who loves the classics, the timeless pieces that will stay with you for years to come. And this list here undeniably reflects that. So take what you need or like and leave what you don't. Let's get started. The first one here, which I believe I have not had on any list before, is the corduroy button-down shirt. This is one of my personal favorite pieces for fall because it's essentially the colder month equivalent to an Oxford button-down. It's versatile, stylish, and a bit of a thicker fabric that serves as a functional piece as well. It's going to keep you a little bit warm, and it's a win-win all around. You could wear this on its own, buttoned up, or layered over a crisp t-shirt, unbuttoned as more of an overshirt, light jacket situation. Again, wear this with anything. It's a workhorse in your wardrobe, the same that an Oxford button-down would be. Throw on a pair of denim, boots, and you're good to go. If it's a little bit chilly, put a jacket on over, and you're good to go again. But if you get one of these more versatile colors, you are going to be able to wear this with legitimately anything. Which again is a common theme in my fashion videos. When I put these videos together for you, I really like the list to be things that can be worn interchangeably. That way, if you're a guy who's like, okay, I need a couple things to round out my wardrobe, you buy those things and then you have what seems like endless combinations of outfits and things that you can wear together. So there's a method to the madness, trust me. The next fall essential is a textured cardigan or just a cardigan. If a cozy, warm hug was a piece of clothing, it would be a cardigan. I think these work the best in layering type situations. It gives very sexy teacher, poet who spends his weekends writing in a log cabin in the woods and wears a cute pair of glasses type of vibe, which I'm here for. If that sounds like your vibe, then maybe check this one out. Again, just like the corduroy button-down, you can wear this on its own, or you can wear like a t-shirt under it to give more of an effortless, casual type of look. Many different ways that you can wear this one, but that's what I like so much about it. And if you wear it buttoned up, it's gonna have a totally different look than if you wear it unbuttoned with a t-shirt underneath, which if you're asking for my opinion, I prefer it that way. Obviously, you wanna think about where you live as well. I live in Ohio where we have 4 seasons a year. So spring and fall here are the seasons where I would really recommend utilizing layers and putting outfits together based off of, can I take this off if I get hot? Can I leave it on if I get a little bit chilly? I always have to be thinking about that here in Cleveland. So when I put these lists together, I know it kind of reflects that as well. But you know, it's going to depend where you live and what's applicable to your situation and weather experience. But I do love the cardigan. It is a classic. Next, we have the wear with anything sweater. These can vary depending on what your style is. I would say a crew neck, turtleneck, and mock neck are probably my top 3, but the options are endless here. If you're someone who is really into street style or you dress a bit more casually, you could go for a hoodie or a crew neck type of casual sweater versus like a knitwear. Again, it really depends on you and what your personal style is, but I would keep versatility in mind here. So something that's easy to dress up or down and can pretty much be paired with anything is what I would personally recommend. You throw on your nice wear with anything sweater with a pair of dark denim and boots and you're ready to hit the road. It's that easy. Something else that I tell you guys to keep in mind is that we don't need to overcomplicate it. Often basics make the best outfits and you really do not need to overthink it. Next, we have dark wash selvage denim. So put away your light wash, gentlemen. Dark denim season is upon us. Dark denim is my personal favorite, as many of you who have been here for a while probably already know. You can just do dark wash denim here too. You don't necessarily have to do selvage. I tend to prefer a selvage denim, and I'll tell you why. Selvage denim is a type of denim fabric that has a self-finished edge, and the term selvage comes from self-edge, which refers to the tightly woven band on both edges of the fabric. This edge prevents the fabric from unraveling or fraying and gives it a more clean, finished look. Selvage denim is usually woven on traditional shuttle looms, which produce a narrower fabric width compared to modern projectile looms. It's known for its durability, unique character, and is often associated with high quality denim jeans. So as you can see, many reasons why I prefer selvage. I think the quality is nicer. They feel a little bit more durable. They're going to last you longer because of that. And I think you just get a better bang for your buck that way. But if it's not in the budget, totally get it. You can just go for a nice dark wash denim as well. Next up, we have pleated pants. You could go for a chino, wool trouser, a dashing pair of corduroys, whatever floats your boat here, truly, but you cannot go wrong with a pair of pleated pants, no matter the fabric. If you're into street style, these are for you. If you like to dress like a polished gentleman, these are also for you. Pleated pants for everybody. I think the pleats just add a little something special, which I'm really into right now. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, a lot of these things can be paired together that I have on this list. So you could wear the pleated pants with your corduroy button down. You could wear it with your wear with anything sweater or your cardigan. I mean, you can really wear these with anything. And what I really like about these, as I mentioned, is that they can really be applicable to everyone, regardless of what your style is. There's a different twist and spin you can put on these. If you go for a certain color or a pattern or a different fabric, these really can work for everyone. And I think they just add a little something that makes them more interesting. So pleated pants for everybody. Next up, we have a fall signature scent. No list of mine would be complete without a fragrance, because a fragrance is the cherry on top of a well-dressed and well-groomed man ready to take on the fall season. Think of something a bit warmer and down to earth here, like a tobacco, woodsy notes. When I think of a fall scent, I think of a cozy, intimate date night. My mind instantly goes to Mesa Margiela Jazz Club or Dolce & Gabbana The One. There are a ton of different fall fragrances. Whether you're into something more designer or niche, there is one out there for you. If you want recommendations, maybe I will do a fall fragrance video. If you guys would want to see that, please let me know down in the comments. I would be more than happy to do it. Next, we have a stylish jacket. Fall is the season to rock some fun different jacket styles before it gets too cold and you're strictly rocking a parka or an overcoat, again, depending on where you live. This is less about functionality in the beginning of the season and more about adding a stylish element to your outfit. Denim, leather, bomber, quilted, the list goes on. There is something for everyone. That is why I am putting the overarching term of a stylish jacket. This one is really going to depend on the climate that you live in. If it's somewhere that gets a little bit cold, maybe you need to hop straight into a wool overcoat. If you live somewhere that is still a little bit warm in the fall, maybe you go for a jean jacket or a bomber jacket. So again, going to depend on where you live, what the climate is like, but also what your personal style is. If you're someone who dresses very casually, you're into street style, maybe you go for a denim jacket or a leather jacket or a bomber jacket. If you're someone who dresses a little bit more polished and put together, maybe you go for a quilted jacket or a suede. So I'm leaving room here for you to express your creativity, your individuality, and find something that works for the climate that you live in, but also that reflects your personal style. Right now, I'm really loving anything suede and also this quilted style jacket. I think these just look really timeless and classic, which I always tend to gravitate towards. Speaking of classic and timeless, we have the loafer as our next one here. Classic, timeless, and a surefire way to send the I've got my life together signal. These are old school and preppy and one of my all-time favorites. They have the structured look of a dress shoe, but the slip-on and off convenience of a casual sneaker. You really do get the best of both worlds here. Depends on where you live, but these can be a great option in early fall before you're married to boots for the colder months. This comes down to your personal preference, of course, but I really like loafers because you can carry these with you to other seasons as well. So in the spring and the summer, you can wear them with no socks. Some of you are very anti no sock, and I get that, but I personally really like the way they look with no sock, and especially in the spring and the summertime. But in the fall, you can add a nice pair of socks and get a totally different look with them and that functionality aspect of well that's going to keep you a little bit warmer than going sockless. The next fall essential is a pair of boots. You cannot go into fall without a great pair of boots in your wardrobe. Again, the options are endless here, just like everything else on the list. Thursday Boots makes some really great ones at an equally great price point. I'm not sponsored at all by them. I'm just a big fan of the brand, and I know a lot of you guys like them as well. If you have a bigger budget, I love Alden, Viberg, and Crockett & Jones, but whether you're looking for something budget-friendly or you have a little bit more money to spend, you need a pair of boots. I'm a firm believer that every man needs a pair of boots, so regardless of what your price point is, there is something out there for you. One thing I will say is that leather boots with a rubber sole are something to consider if you live somewhere with bad weather. By bad, I mean snow. They're just going to be a more durable option than, say, a suede boot with a leather sole. So keep the climate you live in mind when you're looking for a new pair of boots, and of course your personal style per usual. My next essential is warm, rich tones. So this is not necessarily an essential here, but more so a guide to subtly transition your wardrobe into the colder months of the year. Add these rich fall tones into your outfits like olive or moss green, chocolatey browns, organic earthy hues that are going to mimic those changing leaves and just really bring out the best of fall into your wardrobe. I get a lot of questions from you guys about what colors to buy of things, and of course we all look good in different things depending on our skin tone, the color of our hair, things like that, but I do think it's really great to keep in mind for the fall season these rich, natural, organic textures that have a warmth to them. And a lot of times these are neutrals and very versatile colors that are going to be able to be worn with more things, which is always something that I recommend when thinking about buying clothes. So I'll leave you with some overall rules of fall to end this video and just wrap it all up. One is that warm, earthy tones are your BFF. Two is that it's layering season, baby. Don't be afraid to layer. I think it looks so good when men know how to layer their clothes, and it also is going to give you more functionality out of your wardrobe as well and make sure that you're properly dressed for the season. The third rule is that when in doubt, just add texture. A lot of you guys are not into the really crazy patterns or prints or anything like that, and I'm right there with you. I'm not either. So instead of going for these prints or things that are out of your comfort zone, you can go for adding texture instead, just to give your outfit a little more intrigue, just to make it a little bit more unique and interesting. I always say basics make the best outfits, but sometimes they can feel a little bit boring. So if you're someone who's getting to that point, add texture instead of those prints, and it gives your outfit a completely new and refreshed look. But alright guys, that is all I have for the sexiest fall essentials for men in 2023. If you liked this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. Let me know down in the comments what your #1 fall essential is. What is your #1 winter essential, so we can get ahead here and plan for my winter video per usual. I would just love to hear what you guys like to wear in the fall. What do you feel most confident in? What do you get the most compliments on? We'd just love to hear from all of you down below. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.